For the first negotiating strategy, it's the most common on Craigslist. You see it in emails, you see it on text messages, you can do it in person. It's called the lowball. Basically, you give them a price way lower than their asking price. For example, this is a laptop, a MacBook Pro. It's $1,000 on Craigslist. You offer them $500. Okay? Now be ready because some people might get insulted by that. Okay? So be careful of how you use this. Maybe you want to go a little higher, maybe 600 or 700. Now they're going to say no more than likely. But try this. Be quiet. Would you take 500? Then they'll say no, and they might get all tensed up, like, would you do 700, right? And now you just got them down $300, right? So when you say the low ball, be quiet, shut your mouth, and see what happens. If they just say no, and that's it, or they say no and they get offended, you need to bring back the conversation if you still want this item. So maybe say, go a little higher. Would you take 600? And go back and forth and make sure when you do offer a number that you give it some silence to read the body language, see how they're reacting. And then you're basically doing something called bracketing at that point, right? You're going, 600. He's like, no, 800. Then you go 650. And he says, okay, how about 750? And you just keep going back and forth until you find your number. But because you started so low, you're going to be able to get a way better price. And if you say 900, now, the maximum discount you're going to get is $100. So this is a very common way of negotiating. It can be insulting though if this guy has let's say the value is $1,000 and you offer him 500. It could be kind of insulting to the seller. So be careful with that. Be ready for the type of response you might get. But the main thing here is that when you do offer it, that you close your mouth and then see what they say. Read the body language. This really does work a lot of the time.